Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm so excited to be with each and every one of you this evening as we sit in sacred circle. It's our time together, and I always look forward to this every week. And so it's, yay, so exciting. And I know we missed last week, but it's, yeah, we'll make up for it in this show. Sometimes it's going to be like that, but hopefully not too much, right? So, hello, Anthony. How are you and the family? Thank you so much for tuning in, and all of you. Thank you. Oh, so beautiful. So Anthony and Sarah and Austin. Hi, Austin. Oh. Again, thank you all so much. Just at the beginning of the show, I would like to remind everyone to please make sure that you comment, like, and share. You're watching live, or even if you're watching in archives, if you're watching this, whether it's on the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page or the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this Goldylocks Productions page, and also share the videos if it resonates with you and you feel like that's what you would like to do, just to share the love, play it forward, so to speak. All right. And my website is whitesagewoman.com. So just want to get this out of the way first, because once I really get into the channeling and the sharing, it just, I don't think about myself and promoting me. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, and for tuning in. And I am very grateful, and I always look forward to our hour together, our healing power hour. And it's all of us are sitting in sacred circle together, and we're all giving and receiving healing and love and messages. It's just a very powerful, powerful time. And I hope that you walk away from this show, if nothing else, than just feeling more balanced. That's the whole goal. Hope you'll make some friends in the comments. We have a very interactive group here, and they love to share, and even with each other. We're all very supportive of one another. So this is very, very exciting. I look forward to this. And we're planning a show in March. It's going to be me and two others, very special guests that I'm going to bring on. And we are going to discuss, us ladies are going to discuss spring cleaning. I might get one more person on, because now I can bring on 3 guests for a total of 4 people. So I might get one more guest. If anyone's interested, maybe you need a male's point of view. But it's 2 ladies and myself so far. We're going to talk about spring cleaning, mind, body, and soul, and your home. And just how your sacred space is just as important as mind, body, and soul. So we're going to come up with a lot of great ideas, techniques. So it's just going to be a fun show. And we'll announce that date soon. Very, very soon. It's not going to be next week. So next week I'll announce the date of that show. So it's going to be fun. Right now it's two ladies. I just intuitively got who to ask. It's maybe a male to balance it out. So we'll have to see if he's available. But hello, Maureen. Hello, everyone. Much love to each of you. It's coming in. And so, aw. So I think the male knows who he probably is. He is watching. So he can, we'll have to hit him up later. I mean, it's always nice to have a male's perspective too, isn't it? All right. So, Is it Taco Sunday? Okay, Anthony J. Rodriguez, aka Walking Crow, his show, Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Show, is on Tuesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. And we always call it Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. So no, Taco Sunday just isn't as smooth. But tacos are good any day. So that's funny, Anthony. Oh, hello. Good evening, Julia. Welcome. So yes, I'm just trying to give everyone a chance to come in. And so just welcoming everyone to come in. And we have, thank you, Sarah, for the message. I did get the reminder. I do get requests to talk about certain topics, and I did get one. And thank you so much, Sarah and Grafia, for reminding me about what to share with everyone, what to channel some information, and let's just explore and expand together. So it'll be a fun show. And of course, I will reserve some time as well to get messages for each of you as well. It's always like the give and the giving and the receiving. I always love that exchange, and we do that. So good news is that there is progress on the Psychic Medium and Development course that I am upgrading. All right. So I got, I told you I was not going to do that anymore. And then, of course, the angels and guides step in and go, oh, yes, it just needs to be revamped, so get to work. So I've been working, doing that, channeling with new information that's coming in. And they wanted me to really change the title, but it's to call it Activating Your Avatar. Avatar being a light body. So they said, let's call it Activate Your Avatar. It is a Psychic Medium and Development course. So I was really excited about that, and I'm thinking about another week maybe, and it might be done. So yay! I was trying to get it done by March 1st, but I don't want to rush into this, and quite honestly, they're done when they say it's done. So we know that, right? But it's like hot off the presses, especially when it's information like this. And so, yes, Julia, good evening to everyone. I love that. Yes. Yay. Oh, and Julia, thank you for reminding me too. You did receive your email and your message. And most definitely you are on the list to receive one of my samples. It's not going to be a sample. It's going to be an actual bottle. I am putting together. Let me really say this. I already have a beautiful Cosmic Heart Healing Essential Oil blend. Put together this blend, and it's really, really nice. It's this oil, it's essential oils, and you rub it or roll it. It's going to be in a roller ball bottle, and you can roll it on your wrist. You can roll it anywhere, but to expand your heart too. Rub it on the heart chakra. And so I had to perfect the formula, got the formula perfected. So anyone who would love to have a bottle who is watching, all right, this is for you. Those who are watching, I want you to email me or private message me on Facebook. Give me your address. Julia, I'll need your address. Please email your address. I will have these ready because I've got special bottles that have already come in. I'm putting a couple other surprises together with that. And so I should be done with that by the end of the week. So I'm excited. So all I ask in return is reviews. Y'all are my guinea pigs. That's right. I said it, my guinea pigs. So, oh, and hello, Kristen. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. And yes. And so it's very important for us to have that expansion, to have the Sacred Heart Center expansion. Okay. Yes. So Maureen, I do believe I have your address. please make sure that you verify that with me. Well, I think I do believe I have it, and you haven't moved recently. You're fine. Sarah, yes, I know I have your address. So, all right, great. So if y'all wouldn't mind doing that and writing a review for me. And so, yes, of course, Julia, thank you so much. But I just wanted to let you know that I did receive your email, and thank you so much for that. It just seems like it gets so swamped sometimes, and just to even respond to an email. So crazy, huh? Anyway. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. But you know what, though? Even though, no matter how busy we get with life, we always take the time to let loved ones know that we love them. And that's this hour right here. I dedicate that to each and every one of you. It's that heart-to-heart connection. And we need to do that. And I'm just going to, I saw a post someone had posted about our generation, or there's a generation that grew up that we didn't talk about politics and religion. And maybe that if we did, we wouldn't be in the place that we are now. Well, I understand where they're coming from, but there's also respect. How about that? A respect. Because you can have a conversation with touchy subjects with some people who just want to have this sharing and this communication, and that's fine. But those that want to push their beliefs on someone, or they get easily offended about any and everything, those are the people that should be having conversations with others, because they're not going to be respectful. All right. And so to talk about anything and to share and to have a great communication, what takes place is not just talk, and there's a difference between, are you hearing me or listening to me? And if someone's really not saying something that we want to absorb in, we're not listening, we're hearing them. All right. And a lot of times people just talk to hear themselves talk. And again, we're ultra sensitive. Everyone's ultra sensitive with things that's going on. And absolutely, because this is a very sensitive times that we are in. This ascension is very sensitive. And we are expanding and becoming more enlightened, those that want to do that. It is a choice. You get to choose whether you want to be a part of it or you want to be stuck in 3D. All right. So this is why we have to be very careful. And the most powerful thing someone can do is just to continue on with their mission, do what they're supposed to do. For some people, it is working, doing physical, how can I help? And they're needed. Everyone is needed with their unique way of helping someone. But I'll tell you right now, those that are watching this and the light workers that have come together, we do by being. Do you understand that? By being in the upper vibrations, by being in our own sacred space. All right. And by projecting that divine love out in all directions beyond our sacred space, we help more than we realize. When a light goes off, a light worker, so to speak, when we're activated, it's domino effect. And we all are helping each other. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that's happening right now. Yes, there's a lot of negativity that's trying to keep up. Excuse me. My nose is running. Woo! Sorry about that. But, all right. So yes, there is a lot of negativity that tries to bring us down. So this is why you need to have a strong support group like this, to where we can help lift each other up. It's okay if you feel frustrated. It's okay if you feel angry. It's okay if you feel confused. Just don't get stuck there. We were giving these emotions and feelings for a reason, all right, to explore, but not to get stuck in an off-balance position either, okay? So with everything that's going on, that's how you can do it, is send, even if it's just healing prayers. Prayers are very healing. sending out prayers. You are healing. All right, putting that intention out there of healing in love. All right. So, and remember, it was said like last year and a half ago, it's going to feel like it's getting worse before it's getting better. But that's for those who are looking at the 3D level, and you look all around and all, degrees. You can do 360 and the 3D, and it looks bad no matter where you look. You got to look up. Look up. Get up into the upper vibrations. And the view from up there is so much more different. So much more different. All right. So before I get right into the topic, let's go ahead and I'd like to share what messages I get from a crystal and gemstone of the week is tiger's eye. Or tiger eye. We always put the S in that, don't we? Tiger's eye, tiger eye. So I have this. Everyone should know what tiger eye looks like. It's beautiful. It's beautiful in jewelry. It's beautiful. One of my youngest son got me a tiger's eye angel. I like to collect the gemstone angels, and so he tries to get me a different one for Christmas each year. Isn't that nice? So I have a tiger's eye and an angel. But it's powerful with jewelry. If you travel, they're great with bracelets, with that necklace or even a mala. So if you're traveling or you're going to maybe even make a move. Hello, there's some people that need to move. Yes. Tiger eye necklace. See, yeah, there you go. Anthony, you're included in that make a move. Anthony, Julia, Maureen. Maureen's, yes. Yes, and Sarah and Anthony. Those that want to physically move away from their location. All right. Most definitely. And it's so soothing just to have that. I used to have a tiger's eye and turquoise bracelet. I actually have to get it restrung. It popped. I saved all the gemstones and put it in a little bag. I just need to get it restrung. But it popped because I wore it all the time. And it really did when I went out in public. And you need that protection. It really did. It did help a lot. So yeah. So it's very powerful. It's a stone of the balanced mind. Balance. It is a powerful aid in awareness and truth. Awareness and truth. Absolutely. Powerful aid with that. Where you can sit in your own awareness and know your own truth. So whenever, like I said, you need to make a move or big decisions about moving forward. And it doesn't have to be like you're leaving your location. It can be starting a new job. Anything that you need, get a piece of tiger's eye, just sit with it and hold it and tap into that balanced, powerful advice that will come from that insight. It's a beautiful sharing. So it is. So part of the, I think I showed it. I'll show it one more time. Tiger eye. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now, I got this message this morning from the Power Spirit Animal of the Week. I thought it was for myself because those of you who know me know how much I love crows and ravens. But we have a lot of crows around here where I live. So I thought it was for me until the crow started to speak and said, well, or we were communicating. And what is that like? And I'll share that with you in just a moment. Until the crow wanted me to share this with each of you this evening. Oh, share it on your show. Oh, all right, great. So this is the power animal of the week. This morning, I was standing outside and just looking out the window, and I love to look at the area where I feed the birds and look at the trees. And it's been raining here in Connecticut for like 3-4 days straight, off and on during the day. And this morning to mid-afternoon, it was just a very rainy day. So I was looking out there, and the crow comes and sits on this one branch of a tree. And I would connect with it, with this powerful being. And I was, oh, hello. How are you? Oh, wow, so beautiful. Thank you for sharing sacred space with me. And they will acknowledge you. I'll tell you, crows are very, very responsive. And I went like, I always, with the head, thank you for sitting in sacred space with me. Thank you, I honor you. You're so beautiful. And the crow did the same thing, the head down. And I was like, whoa, wow, that's awesome. And I was like, I was just comfortable with, shh, be quiet now and just enjoy the energy exchange, enjoy the connection. And then I heard, and it's not words that I heard. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, all right? But what I heard, and in my telepathically, this is how Crow communicated with me, was you can share this with everyone. And what I was watching, what I was noticing was that the wind was blowing. And this was a branch on a tree, a deciduous tree. So it lost all the leaves. So it's just as the branches are exposed. And this one branch was swaying. And the crow was swaying with it too. And you could see every once in a while pop the wings to, for balance. And I was thinking, well, why don't you just go to another branch, or why don't you just fly away, And the crow was like, because I'm going with the flow. I know I'm not going to fall. I'm going with the flow. Sometimes you just got to trust and hang in there. And I was like, wow, that is so true. And he's like, I am moving, at the same time of being still. And that took a few moments for me. I was just like, what? It's like going with the flow, even in stillness, is still moving. And I got it. Then it was just like, oh, that is so beautiful. And so Crow was like, everyone needs to know this. And that what to me appears like, why is the crow battling the wind? The crow wasn't battling the wind to stay on the branch. The crow's in harmony with the wind. All right. The crow was in harmony with the wind and was going with the flow and was enjoying the connection with the wind. And as soon as I get it, and opened up to that, guess what? Then Crow brought me into that wind conversation too. And then it's this beautiful flow between the wind, the crow, and balance, and myself. And it was like so powerful if we just take the time to listen. Listen to the beautiful messages that Mother Earth, that elementals, that all have to share with us. And it was one of those where you're sitting and there's this great connection going on, right? And I didn't even want to move. I thought, if I move, I'm going to break that connection. I'm going to break that space. And I was like, but I don't have my phone on me. I wanted to take a picture of the crow on this branch and maybe even a video of it sway. And I said, you know what? That's okay. Because I wanted to share it with you. And because I just share the story. Because I'm going to fly away. So as soon as you move, I'm going to fly away. And I was like, oh, all right. Well, thank you so much. And so I stepped aside. And then out of the window view. And then when I stepped back, the crow was gone. So I was like, yeah, see. was like, not everything has to be documented. We're so quick to, though, aren't we? Sometimes too, and maybe that's part of the message. You're so quick to pull out our cell phones, our smartphones, and take a picture and document everything, take a video and document everything. And that, had I really connected that deep if I was too busy with, is it clear? Is it in focus? Is it magnified enough? And right? I might have missed the whole conversation, being distracted by that. So, we're all connecting heart to heart, so you can see and feel this communication I have with the crow with me. Right? Right. And that's part of what we want everyone in developing your intuition. And it's that exactly. So beautiful. And I have to be reminded, technology is great, but we cannot let it distract us. All right. It must not be a distraction. That's very important. All right. So the conversation. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. Hi, Anthony. That's awesome. So the questions that were asked. Let me take a sip of water here. A lot of energy's coming in. Always on this planet. Coming in waves. And thanks, Sheila. Thank you. And welcome, Sheila, and thank you. And it is coming in waves, and we have to be careful. A lot of us are experiencing the ringing in the ears. We might have, it's a different headache. It's a different type of headache, I've noticed, and it's from the throat chakra to the crown. With this information that's coming in, and we get uploads or downloads, we want to make sure that there's no blocks anywhere in our chakras or all through our body. And we have to work on it a little bit more than usual. Usually I could sit in meditation in the morning and be done, but I'm being called back to it several times a day for others and for myself. So be gentle with yourself. If you need to go take a nap, go take a nap. If you need to slow down, especially if you feel dizzy, because these energies are coming in. Yes, I've noticed that too, Anthony. Dry mouth during sleep. Yeah. It's always something, like I say, from the throat chakra to here. Sometimes in my sleep, and you may think it's crazy, that I feel like something's going on with my ear, like someone's sticking a finger in my ear. So sleep is crazy, isn't it, Julia? So I felt like, dry mouth, someone sticking a finger in my ear, and it's like, oh my gosh, someone get the license plate of that truck. Who hit me? What hit me last night? But we are when we leave our body, and it's the astral travels, and just so much is going on all at the same time. And so what is that like? Is we leave, our soul cannot stay in our bodies. Our bodies is too small for our expanded soul. So we have to leave the body when sleep. So during the sleep, our DNA and our chakras are getting these powerful upgrades, all right, from our body while we're off doing our stuff. Exactly, Anthony. We're still working during our sleep. And then we come back in now to this body that's gotten some upgrades. So we're going to wake up feeling like, what the heck happened? This is not the same body I fell asleep with. You're absolutely right. It's not. Okay. So it sometimes just takes that adjustment. But we're all going to make it. Just be patient. So yes. Yeah. I mean, I keep water by the bed. And the thing, you gotta be careful not to chug it, because then you're going to be getting up to go to the bathroom all night. But just to at least swish it in your mouth, wet your whistle. But I've been noticing that. And I'm not usually a mouth breather, so I'll breathe through my nose. But sometimes, I'll catch myself on waking up and my mouth's open as a mouth breather. And I'm like, oh, I don't usually do that. So there's a lot going on, and we just have to, it's good to recognize that what you're going through. Journal it, because it's just fun. Yeah, just enough to swish. Exactly. Yeah. Drink just enough water to swish. No. Because I've done that too. It's just, water's so delicious. I'm like a fish. I could just drink it all day. But I'm also making sure I'm drinking really good water. But it will send you do have to just stop at nighttime if you want to sleep through the night. You have to stop. Anyway, all right. So a question that was brought to me by Sarah and Grathia. Sarah had wanted to know a little bit more about heaven in the fourth dimension, in 4D. So we've already leaving. We've already left, and this is what we're feeling. And some of us can feel like a drag. It's like when you drag and click, and if we could see like that looks like bionics, or just looks like that, drag or lag of multiple stages of us going from one space to the next. We feel like that exactly as we are leaving the third dimension and we get to the fourth dimension and even beyond to the fifth. And many of us, though, I have to tell you, have already passed, already beyond fourth dimension in 5D. And it's not just, and not everyone is the same, all right? Because there's even some people who had always worked in the upper vibrations and dimensions, even in 3D, and now they're going to be even higher. Again, every dimension is needed. I know the 3D is less desirable. We experienced it, been there, done that. We got a t-shirt. We're good to go. Let's go. We're done. We're tired of the greed, the warring, and the fighting. 3D is not working. We're out. And we know, because our divine design is in the much higher vibrations. All right. So this is where we're going. Now, 4D is how you can tell is because you're having more experience. The veil isn't there anymore. You're experiencing those that crossed over, whether it's your loved ones or other people's loved ones, and just spirit in general, a lot more. All right, guess what? You're walking through what's called the Valley of the Shadow of Death. You're walking through the fourth dimension. You're walking through heaven, which is not bad at all. It can seem scary. And this is why you want to make sure you're always protected. Ask the angels to protect you always. Always ask for those as for your highest and greatest only during this whole process, this ascension process, and you'll be fine. Some people might not experience it. Those that stop and dwell and want to sample every moment of the step may have a hard time. It's okay to explore as we're going along, or to just notice or observe. And what do I mean by that? So if you're seeing all type of spirit, recognize you're observing. This is not the spirit that I want to communicate with. Keep moving. Don't be so curious that you open yourself up by having a conversation with someone that you probably shouldn't. All right. That's why. Protect yourself. Keep moving. Observe. There's no judgment. All right. We don't have to communicate with every spirit. All right. We don't. And that's why I say only with those for my highest and greatest. Now, I have to tell you that I bypassed 4D a long time ago. The only reason is because I was told to shut it down when I was young, not to communicate. My mother didn't like me communicating with loved ones, even with our loved ones. All right, she didn't want to hear it. She didn't like it. It made her uncomfortable. So I asked, can I communicate with angels? Sure. So I was always above fourth dimension. I can't stay and reside here. I observe, I acknowledge everyone, but I can't talk it. I can't give messages because it makes everybody uncomfortable. But at that time frame, it did. So I can talk to the angels and the light beings, though, which were higher, and I just stayed there. That was my escape, so to speak. My daydream, my escape from the 3D reality where no one understood how I felt, and what I was experiencing, observing. So 4D is not going to be as long as a journey as you may think either. It can just be very quickly. It could just be you're starting to notice too, not just loved ones that are crossing over. Everything is expanding. You're noticing that everything has a vibration. You're feeling Earth's heartbeat more when you go outside and you walk, barefoot, put your bare feet on the ground. All right, listen to the trees. The wise trees are Earth's elders and have so much to share, especially the bigger trees. The bigger, the more elder they are, elder status. They have so much to share with us. You can communicate with the grass, with the wind, with when you just go out there and I'm ready to receive those from the highest and greatest. They're excited because man has turned a blind eye and ear and disconnected from the awe a long time ago. So everyone's connecting again. And of course, beings that we hadn't spoken and connected with in a long time are very happy and excited. All right. So they want to share with you. And that's why always keep it in the highest and greatest, because all beings, even the troublemakers, want to talk to. So, yes, Maureen, when you start to go to sleep, you can see many faces I've never seen before. It can be overwhelming. Yes. Now, let me also just clarify something here, too, because this dream state when you're leaving your body. Okay, so we can have a dream. We can go into an astral plane, and we're having conversations with people in past lives. This mind doesn't know what they look like in this life. This mind doesn't understand that. Anything that's not there from this life, it doesn't understand. So that is overwhelming. But when you're on the other side and you're still doing work and you're communicating with, it's just limitless who we're communicating with. When you think about how many people do you know in this lifetime? Your lifetime's not even over, and times that by at least 25, because people can have 25 to 30 past lives. I'm noticing that more and more that are coming in are new. They haven't had as many past lives. And these are the ones that we're going to need a lot of patience with. They're very enlightened, but they can also be very naive. So, especially to those of us who we've kept coming back here, and we're glad we finally get to see, Earth go to a place of peace, back to the golden age. And you helped, and we did all the work, and then yes, they're coming in a little bit more advanced, and so they could be naive to a lot of that history that we have. But that's okay. Everyone's needed. Like I said, everyone is needed. So yes, you see many faces. So they can be people that you know, people that you work with in the astral. That's just your mind is catching it. Just the same thing that your mind isn't totally shut down when you leave your body, when your soul leaves, and when it comes back in. It's called astral paralysis if your soul's coming back into your body and you wake up before it's completely in. A lot of people get paralyzed. They feel like they can't breathe. They want to scream and they can't scream. They feel like something's heavy on their chest. There's so many different symptoms, but it's about the same. I can't move. And you want to scream. Or some people do see that it's them and they think they're dying. And you just, once your soul settles in, it releases and it stops. This used to happen to me a lot, and it terrified me because I couldn't understand it in my 20s. I was okay with it as a child. I understood what was going on. And then somehow just we forget. But in my 20s, I was terrified until I realized this is what's going on. And you know what? I told my mind, calm down. This is all that's happening. Is you're waking up as my soul is coming in and out of the body. It's all right. And it stopped. I haven't had astral paralysis in a very long time ever since then. It didn't stop immediately. It did take like a week. You have to keep, telling your mind, okay, knock it off. It's fine. But it did get better each time. Okay. So, yes, it's, okay, let me see. You're going to have to help me with this, angels and guides, how I can phrase this. It's all of ours last. Everyone who's here right now on this earth plane, and it's going to be here for the next 20 years. Those who are going to be here to help bring in that golden age. This is our last time. It's all of ours last time anyway on this 3D earth. Absolutely it is. This is exciting because we get to be part of the new earth. Do you hear me? The new earth. Those that don't want to be a part of the 3D will leave this plane, a planet, another 3D planet's already been created, and they will die from this plane and be born on that plane, and they will have no memory of being on this Earth 3D plane when Earth was 3D. And they'll just go on, all right, doing what they do best, warring and fighting, until everyone makes a choice to stop it from happening. How beautiful. You have to understand, Earth is a being, a living being. I'm excited that she's like, oh no, I'm done. Enough. I'm not letting y'all bring me down. Let's go. I'm ascending, and you're either ascending with or without me. So we're either with her or without her. And I can tell you right now, all of us that are sitting in the sacred circle, we're with. So don't be terrified. This is not meant to scare anybody. This is just, it's beautiful what's happening. So 4D right now. Okay, so heaven really, people have many perceptions of what heaven is. Whatever your belief system was when you grow up, and what is heaven. It's this great healing center, really. How I describe it, it's a grand central station for healing. And it's not like a hospital, because hospitals used to terrify me until I understood how to keep my energies balanced while I was there. Because it was too much coming at me, too many people coming at me to communicate. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't say anything. And this is overwhelming and I don't know what to do. And I wasn't allowed in hospitals after I think I had a meltdown to go visit a relative. My mom was like, no, we're done. No more hospitals for you. So and so much so that even I was a teenager, I think, and I had scraped my leg and needed stitches, and she took me to the doctor. Back in that time, our doctor they stitched up right in the office if it wasn't too bad. So I got stitches in the doctor's office, and she would always try to avoid the hospital with me. But that is what it seems like. It's a beautiful, the energy's beautiful, but there's a lot of like this coming in, like this one section of where it's like an airport or train station of people coming and going. But in these other wings, with others wings, that was the private places of healing. It was just so beautiful. You could hear angelic harmony, like the angels singing. And this is the ones that have crossed over, and heaven was not what they had expected. And so, or some of those that may have had really hard time on this earth plane. They crossed over with diseases, with with it. And life is not easy here. So for how long it takes for them to heal. And there is sections like for those that really severe need some deep healing. There's more healers and more angels there that in that particular area. There's some that just, if they're a complete peace when they cross over, they don't need to be there that long before boom, they're gone into the upper vibrations and dimensions and go back to work. What can I do? We're always working. Our soul is always evolving and expanding and just helping each other. It's just so beautiful. And some of can choose to stay in this universe, but there's actually, the universe has many multiverses. So we can stay in this system or we can go somewhere else. And many, like our grandparents, great-grandparents, a lot, we still have elders and loved ones around us. All right. But they're traveling. And when you get to certain, you can be like trilocate. You can be not just 2 places, 3 places at the same time. So they will leave messages. They'll come talk to you in your dreams. And they're in another realm in reality at the same time. I know it's mind-blowing because our mind can't understand that, but our soul understands it. Absolutely, we're at complete peace with that. All right? And so it's so much so I always had to be careful when so-and-so's crossed over. Oh, okay, like especially like on Facebook or social media, oh, so-and-so crossed over, and it's like, oh, that's so great for their soul. That's wonderful. They're not bound here anymore, and they have so much to explore, and I'm there. And then I have to be reminded, hold on, the family's got to grieve. Loved ones have got to grieve. You've got to let them go through the process, the grieving. So then I never tell somebody I'm sorry for their loss because it's not a loss. It's never a loss when a light turns on and goes back to the divine. Never a loss when another being has ascended and reconnected with all of us, the oneness. It's not a loss. So I never will say sorry for your loss. And I don't say sorry. I'll just, sending you and your family healing prayers during this time. And it's good just that. Short, sweet, and simple. I'm sending love, may the angels hug you and encompass you during this time, because everyone needs to grieve, and everyone has the amount of time that they grieve is different too. Okay, so I think I did. So yes, Julie, I hope you this is the last time on Earth. It's the last time on everyone's 3D Earth. There you go. Yes. Woo-hoo. Hold on, I can say it, I guess. Okay. I'm very careful. I always put a filter in with the light beings because sometimes they say things that I can't share yet. But they say I can share. So those who are 3D now, live in that greed and warring and how they used to, when they leave this earth plane, when they die now, they're not coming back to earth. This is how we can see and feel an end to that. Feel that shift. It's going to be so smooth anyway. And then it's just, we're going to realize, oh, the 3D imploded. And it's hard to articulate what I'm seeing, but what will be left will be absorbed into the upper vibrations, and it's going to be beautiful. So yes, it's just the only beings that can survive on the new earth is 5D and above. All right. So there you go. Those that are leaving. So you think it's going to get worse before it gets better? It has to get worse. It has to cleanse from the 3D greed, warring, people off this earth plane. How's it going to happen? War, killing, natural disasters. It's happening. They won't come back in. Like how they used to recycle immediately those that were bad. They didn't get to stay and experience 4D or heaven. They came right back into another womb. They came right back into this earth plane. All right. So that's not happening now. They're not going to be coming back in. This is why the ones that are coming in are higher vibrational. It's safe. They're very sensitive. It's safe to come in now. It's safe. So this is why it's happening. This is beautiful. It really is. So I want you to remember this. If by chance you happen to hear the news, which I hope many of you aren't giving too much time to that, of radio or TV, and it's really impossible on social media, right? It really, really, is this Brian? My co-producers is Anthony and Brian. They come in as Goldylocks Productions too. So Brian, yes, this is public knowledge. I mean, this is not something secret here. If you were to Google, there are what they call seismologists, or they're specialists who monitor Yellowstone daily, and they actually put out a daily report of what Yellowstone is doing. And Yellowstone has been running hotter and hotter and hotter each and every day, week, and month. All right? Don't let that fear don't let that scare you. Understand it's all necessary, and you're protected. Now, that doesn't mean let's not tempt fate and go right to, I try to defy it going, oh, well, if I'm protected, I'm going to land right there. Okay, Anthony, thank you, hon. Yeah, I'm going to land right there in the heart of it and kind of tempt fate, like, am I immortal? Come on, don't do that either. All right? Don't do that either. What I'm saying is that, as we hear these things are happening, this is why us light workers immediately need to, okay, so we have this situation going on over here. Let's just start sending love out. Be that lighthouse. If you need the visualization, it's very powerful, these visualizations. Imagine you as the lighthouse. You're a conduit. All right. You are tapped into the divine. All right. You're allowing that love and light to come up from the bottom of the lighthouse back to the top, and then out your sacred heart chakra. It can come out from your sacred heart chakra, from your third eye, however you feel it coming out. Some it is from the heart chakra, and some's from the third eye. They're both, there's not a wrong way. All right. As long as you are an open channel, a divine conduit, and just let it go in all directions. That's what we do. And we understand, and we're helping and supporting all those that's crossing over too. It's like we're creating, whether this rainbow path or this golden white light path, to help them feel how many angels come around to help escort these souls. When we see it on such a huge scale like that, it's so beautiful. And we realize, wow, we are so much more powerful than we've ever been taught. All right. And so let's see. I get it. That's why it's safe for my sweet angel. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's safe. Yes. Yes. It is. And yes, Julia, the weather in general has been more intense this year. It's just going to keep being intense. And again, don't let that scare you. That's why it's important for you to create your sacred space in your home And you carry that with you wherever you go. Your aura. Of course, you're not going to leave your aura home. Hey, I'm going out. I'm going to leave my aura home. I mean, that's just crazy. Oh, anyway, so, and I'm talking of, yes, your sacred space with your aura, with you. It's wherever you go, you create sacred space. Key. You're going to, so your home should be cleansed and sacred because that's where you reside. It's a safe place. The energy should match. No clutter, and it should be clear and balanced energies. All right. I've got candles going all the time, incense. I've had people, my friends, some of the who come out and they laugh. Why you like candles even in the summer? It's like, yeah, there's the AC's going. It's fine. But there's power in that flame, that fire. And I was like, and the ancestors love it. Our loved ones, the angels love it. Nothing attracts good energy like the fire, real fire. Those little flameless candles. It doesn't have any life energy in that. What is that? Little battery operated thing. I know somebody like, well, I have kids or cats. Well, I can understand that. But you should always have at least one candle that you can light. And whether it's a memory candle for your loved ones, and they do see that and know that when you do that, when you light candles for them. All right, so I light candles and incense, and I have crystals, crystals, gyms, everywhere. I try to make every flat surface an altar that I can. Salt lamps, and it feels really good. It feels good. But you can take that sacred space with you each and everywhere you go. And this is one of the messages that Jesus and Yeshua was even trying to teach us and to tell us, that we are divine beings and we can take that divinity with us any and everywhere. All right, we can go into what we call the depths of hell, or in the darkest ghettos, and don't let that extinguish our light. Keep shining brightly, and we can heal these places. Sometimes we're led to certain areas, to certain people, to help heal that person, place, situation, and then we move on. It's only meant to be temporary, and it's not meant for us to super analyze what's going on either, because then it kind of loses something. It loses that whole beauty. It really does. So don't overanalyze that. All right, I just realized it's time. Going with the woo. All right. What I'm gonna do now. Let me just a lot of energy. Let me just come down just a little bit here. Right now, I'm going to focus on you guys here. All right, here we go. So now I would like for you, we'll spend the next 5 minutes. Okay, I'll give 5 more minutes. Then I do have to scoot this evening. All right. But I would like for you to ask your question. Or if you don't have a question, how about a card? I'll pull an angel card or a gemstone card. If you would like for me just to do that, we could do that. So if you have a question, please be specific with your questions, or if you just want me to pull a card or both. Tell me angel or gemstone card, and then a specific question. All right? So you have 3 options. You could ask just a specific question. You can just tell me what card you want, angel or gemstone, or 3, you could do them all. Just say angel or gemstone card and the specific question that you would like to have addressed. All right. So, and I hope that answered about the 4D in heaven. And it's definitely a very beautiful, there's no judgment. We judge ourselves. All right. And we've actually, there is a place. I was very cautious in ever talking about this, but there's so many who may have visited it and not know. It's really close to purgatory, but it was a holding space. This holding space is shrinking in size, and it's going to dissipate and go away because as people aren't coming back in anymore, are being recycled like that, the low vibration, there's not a need for it. And so they're just showing me that it's shrinking. But this is the holding cell, I would call this holding space, is for those that crossed over because they committed suicide or they, for whatever reason, all right? And they're in that space. They are preventing themselves from going because they feel like they aren't good enough to meet God. They aren't good enough to enter the gates of heaven because that's what they've been taught. And so they are surrounded by angels. And as we pray for people, those prayers help them until they make the choice of, I am good enough. I'm ready to go. So there you go. But that is even diminishing. I asked to experience it, and I went too far, and I went in, and I was devastated. It was a lot of darkness, moaning, crying, a lot of pain. I think I needed to experience that so that I don't want anyone to ever do that. So it's like, let's work with the living right here. We all have pain, but please know that when we leave this body, we're going to go. The only person that's going to stop you from being in the arms of God is yourself. There's no judgment. We judge ourselves as we view our body, as we view our life flashing before our eyes. We're the ones that judge, not God, not angels, not anyone else. All right? Okay, so let's get to these questions. Could you please pull a card for me, an angel, Anthony? Yes, I will. Okay. La, 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 la. Okay, this is for Anthony. Pull an angel card. All right, Anthony, you must need to laugh more. You must need to loosen up and laugh. Laugh, laugh. Laughter is a wonderful healer. It shakes out fear and leaves you feeling happier, cleaner, and more relaxed. Remember that angels fly because they take themselves lightly. So make light of difficulties and see the funny side of situations. Laugh at yourself and with others. When you relax and laugh, your angels drop in new suggestions and ideas which can transform difficulty into delight. When we let go of something, when we relax and we laugh, we get the answers that we were asking, the answers to the questions we were asking. So laughter is the sunshine which dissolves the darkness. So be merry, joyous, and fun-filled. And your affirmation is, I see the humor in everything. Now, this doesn't mean to make a joke out of pain. This is just, I see the humor and recognize the humor and appreciate the humor. All right? And it's easy for you because you have a baby, and there's nothing like a baby laugh. And, oh, yeah. Just have fun with Austin. You and Sarah laugh with Austin, and it's very contagious. All right. Question, Maureen, what do I need to work on to move forward in my spirituality? Fear. First thing, addressing that fear of you've been in a particular place for so long that you've almost got used to it. Even though you got to move, you got to make these changes, you've got to move from that energy, that stale energy. It's time to move away from that energy. And that's mind, body, and soul type of energy. This is what you've got to do. Don't let the fear hold you back. Making that shift. Yes, And here's the thing too, is that you can receive some answers, but are you ready to receive and totally embrace what you're getting? Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to, all right, I have to understand that I'm going to be making a physical change within the next year. I'm going to be moving. That I'm ready for a relationship. That I'm ready for something different. And I will not let that not knowing what it is terrify me so much, or the beginning of something new terrify you so much. So make that fear work for you, Maureen. Tell it to get behind you. You know, say, look, you're my bitch now. Get behind me. You're not messing with me anymore. However you can do it to make fun and light of it, but you'll catch it. And that's how I was able to make it work for me. Hey, no, get behind me. All right? You're going to be my fuel to push me forward, but you're not going to be in front of me, blocking me anymore. All right? So I hope that helps you. That's the thing right there is fear you need to work with. All right, so Julia, what location would be the best for me to start over in? Florida Panhandle or South Carolina? Okay, I hear and always have heard you've got to get completely away from Florida. All right, you have to disconnect from Florida. So South Carolina is good. Either of the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina, that's fine. You just need to get out of Florida altogether. Please listen to me. I don't mean it like that. Listen to me. Listen to what's coming through. There can also be other reasons why they want you to locate, to move. All right. You have a lot of work to still do, and you're needed in the Carolinas. All right. So please take that very serious. Don't hold on because you have some family members that you might want to move near. This is time for you, Julia. This is you, Julia, the light worker. You need to step into that. All right? So please do that. All right, angel card, and when am I going to move? Christine. I feel like there's, are you waiting for a lease? There's something that has to complete, expire. Like it could even be a job, but there's something that has got to finish out first, like a contract of some sort. And that's why I was asking if it was a lease. There's something that has to finish first before you can physically move. You've already fantasized moved in your mind. You're ready. You're ready. But that's what you needed. You needed these steps of I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move. Discipline. All right. So discipline is for you. Through discipline comes freedom. And that discipline is to listen. The master you are called on to obey is your higher self. So you have these answers, and they want you to listen to the messages that you're getting. Tune in and ask your angels for their help and support so that your life becomes happy and rewarding and divinely directed. So discipline is the key to fulfilling your destiny. Your affirmation is self-discipline brings me freedom. Self-discipline brings me freedom. Self-discipline brings me freedom. So yeah, so that's why whether it's a contractor, there's just an attachment to a person, a place, or a situation that you need to be unattached from. And that's where the discipline comes in. And say, no, it's time for me. Where do I need to be? Listen, all these changes going on with this earth and even weather related, if you're getting I gotta move, please listen. And go where you need to. Doesn't mean because what's good for you might not be the best for your whole extended family. But I'm just saying, if you get these messages, you're going to be in the right place at the right time. A place needs to be activated. A place needs a light worker there to anchor in all this light. Do you understand? It's like a support system. So we're like this this bridge, so to speak, and there's too many clusters of support here. We've got to relocate them and put them in different places and make sure that it's all stable. All right. So that's what's happening now, is light workers are being disbanded and asked to relocate in different areas to help balance the energies. That's our mission right now. All right. Yeah, fear is a big problem with me. Thank you. Oh, it's not a problem. No, it's not going to be a problem anymore, right, Maureen? No way. Make fear work for you, sweetie. And I love you, and God bless you. Is there a best time to make the move? As soon as possible. Definitely by the end of summer, sweetie. You need to be out of Florida by the end of summer. By the end of summer is okay. Preferably by June 1st, but most definitely by the end of summer. Don't be in Florida in the fall. All right, because they don't want windows of opportunity to shut. All right, you don't want to miss some things that are waiting for you. All right? And I don't have to understand. I'm just relaying the message. Our angel card for Sarah, of course. Ooh, all right. Beautiful message for which. Oh, and we still got to get together. Sarah and I are gonna make a video. We're gonna sing together. You may not know that Sarah likes to sing. She's a really great singer, and I can sing some songs. And we're gonna sing a song and put it out. I'll share it and see what y'all think. Okay. Forgiveness, Sarah. Forgiveness. It's not just forgiving others; it's forgiving yourself. Oh yeah, that's the stronger part right there. It's not just forgiving others; it's forgiving you. Forgiving the old Sarah. Forgiving things that you have done in the past. Don't be ashamed or upset that they happened. They had to happen because you're right where you are right here, right now, because it happened. Forgive. Send love to it and release. Love and release. Love and release. Catch and release. When you catch a moment coming up that needs forgiveness, give it some love and then release it. Catch it, love it, release it. All right. And if it's unbalanced as you release it, always give it to God. Give it to God. Imagine it going up into the air to the God, or you can give it to the earth to be recycled, because you just don't want it wandering around out there. All right. So just do that. But it's self-forgiveness. Your affirmation is, I forgive myself and others. I am free. And say it 3 times. I forgive myself and others. I am free. I forgive myself and others. I am free. And that's good for all of us to say. All right. I keep seeing South Carolina pop up in different areas. Like I click on the, yeah. Gee, I wonder why, Julia? All right. You get so many signs. All right. Come on, Julia. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you, Julia. Oh, yeah, I know, right? It's like, well, what else? What else do you need? What other type of sign, Julia? You don't want to, something to fall from the sky, smack you, and stamp South Carolina on your forehead. It's all these beautiful messages are coming, and I know it's kind of scary, again, making a move like that, but you can do it. They're not asking you to do something that's out of your comfort zone and that you're not capable of. This is what and your soul's asking you to do this. A boat, a helicopter. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm okay. Right? You're most welcome, Anthony. Thank you. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And this has been fantastic. I've enjoyed it. If you have any questions or some clarity or anything that you might need, you can message me through my website, which is whitesagewoman.com. And you can also give out my email address too if you just want to email me directly. You can do that as well. It's gnostic healing37@hotmail.com. Again, that's gnostic healing37@hotmail.com. And for those on radio who maybe don't know how to spell Gnostic, just catch me at my website, whitesage, SAGE, woman.com, whitesagewoman.com. Because I have to remember too that there's radio listeners. So Sarah says, yes, that fits perfect with my forgiveness letters I've been working on. There you go. See? Isn't it great to have that validated? All right, thank you. So the story about the guy waiting for a message from God, and God sends the boat, the helicopter. I know, exactly, Julia, exactly. Don't be that guy. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sitting in sacred circle with each and every one of us this evening. It's been fantastic. I always love it and enjoy it. And so may the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many. Until next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, many blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.